What's going on, YouTube? This is Joe, a whole Joe, with another deck profile for y'all. This is my deck profile from my recent two top fours. I top four at Charlotte Regional, and I top four the week after Norcross Regional. I only had two losses. Well, one loss at each. I lost the mirror match, and then I lost the Patrick Hovan playing Dragonian Rulers. That deck is ridiculous. I really didn't have a side for it. I'm now citing cards for that deck because I didn't. I had a side for everything but that. And as you see, I have the two mats and the two deck boxes. I laid my deck out, most of it, so I can just show y'all quickly because I didn't want to have to go through everything. But I want to explain the moves and everything a little bit better and why I did what I played. And all right. And my camera angle too. That's another reason I did it like this. Alright, so I'm playing one bear, two Arasudas, three Hirumei's, two Mizuchis, three Yamatos, of course, three cranes, two hares, two turtles, one honest, two Maxis, one Book of Moon, three carnations, one dark hole, three Tinkies, one Tensu. I was in Charlotte, I was playing two Tensus and two bujin carnations, and I swap those around because you need bujin carnation more. You need to see it more. The faster you see the bujin carnation, it's more like the safer the play you can make. The safer you are and later plays. And Tensu is kind of you want to see it early and you don't want to top deck it late because it's really bad top decking it late. And then I played three dualities, and that's for spells. And then my trap cards is 2D Prism, 2 Wing Blast, and 3 Decrees. Decrees did not win me every game. It helps you win the game because you can summon your motto safely and not worried about getting breakthrough skilled or boundless or warning or warning your carnation unless you come back in games and stuff and stopping your opponent from doing other stuff. It's good against Geargia wants to set 100 back roll and then pass turn, or trap check artifacts want to set 100 back roll and pass turn. I'm not gonna fight through back roll, and I don't play MSDs. That's another reason because artifacts and hat is the deck right now. I'm not gonna play MSDs. I'm gonna flip roll decree, and you can only play your spells now. I'm not gonna fight with you on back roll. And then when they do get rid of these, I can get the wing blast, or you don't see the decrees because you don't see the decrees every game. Yeah, I saw it. It probably got me like 2 out of 3 of all my matches I won. Like, it got me probably 2 matches, let me win the whole match with the Cree. Like, both of my matches. Like, I probably saw it every 2 games in a match. But most of the time, it gets destroyed a lot of times. But it does help. And it forces them to MST that, which means it gives me, these are live. I don't have to worry about them MSTing these, because... And then, people blind MST, which is horrible. I would never Ray Charles. That's what we call it here. Ray Charles is really bad. And that's it for the main core of the deck. Now I'm going to pick this up and show y'all the extra deck inside. Alright. Now for the side deck, I play 2 DD Crows, 2 Fossil Dinos, 2 MSTs, 2 Spiritualisms. Spiritualism, a lot of people don't even know what this card does. Spiritualism is a really good card. A lot of people are playing Infernities nowadays. And Spiritualism basically says you return 1 spell or trap card on the field back to your opponent's hand. They can't activate any card in response to this. It is essentially the same effect. 3 cards have the same effect. Spiritualism, Exceed Encores, and Super Polymerization. They both say you cannot activate cards in response to these cards, or you can't chain activate after these cards are activated. So once an Infernity player goes, set barrier, 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 then set break, and then they set 1 face down. Excuse me. And now it's set break, 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 barrier, and then set 1 face down. So I went, okay. Spiritualism. Return your random face down. You have a card in your hand. All your breaks and barriers are dead now. This is a really good card against Infernities, especially with Soul Charge being out and everybody wants to play Infernities. But it's not really that good of a deck with Hat right now. 2 and Z Encores for the mirror match, for anything that really gets in your way with this deck. I'm gonna switch hands. My hands getting kind of tired because I'm doing this on my iPad. Chain Disappearance. Chain Disappearance is a really good card. I really like this card. For Girgia, for Spellbooks, for Madoches, they summon Angeli. You remove all the Angelis. They what are they gonna do? They lose after that, especially if it's their only thing they had. Like I said, Spellbooks, they summon Blue Boy. Girgia, they summon the little Girgias. You get rid of all of them, or they go Girgia Gear. You flip Chain Disappearance. Their jaw drops to the table. Their jaw hits the mat. They and I've done it to people, and it's really bad. I'm missing actually 3 cards from the side, and now I'm gonna go to those 3 cards and show y'all guys those 3. Now in Charlotte, I was siding these 3 cards: Quaylin, Centipede, and Transmutation Prophecy. The Quaylin helped the most. I really didn't even side into the Centipede a lot. And Trance, I did side, but it was too slow. It was too slow. Like, I would get it, and then I would set it, and then I would never get it off. It would get destroyed, or they would already be in the grave. I played this at the ARG events, Richmond, and then it helped me a lot. But just recently, it really hasn't been helping me like that. And then I swapped them out when I went to Norcross. Well, not for Kaku. I still kept the Quaylin and the Centipede, but I put the Prohibition in. And Prohibition helped me because against Girgia, I went Girgia armor, and you had to sit on like 2 armors in hand, and I basically won the game because then he tried to set the armor. I was like, you can't even set it. It has to sit in hand. You can't use the card, period. And he basically lost because he couldn't activate his armor. He wouldn't search his armor. The armors were just dead to him, and that helped me win. And then now I'm siding Kaku's because I kind of want to side Soul Drain, but it only hurts me with my hair and my turtle, which is kind of big, but it would stop like the hands, artifacts, and stuff like that. I'm still considering siding Soul Drain, but siding Kaku works pretty good for the mirror match. That helped me. I played this weekend recently. It didn't help me, and it also helps me with another reason I play it is for Lightswornruler. I've learned my lesson. That deck is really good and really explosive. And they just go mill, soul charge, bring everything back. You're gonna die, you're gonna die, you're gonna die. And, you know, they can wait one turn because they're gonna mill. They play Necroguardsman. That's what happened against Patrick. Patrick milled Necroguardsman, and I could not stop him. I tried to kill him. I got him down to 12 first game, and I just could not kill him. He kept necroing me. And then the same thing last game. I got him down to damage, and I Paladin mode. I was gonna put his stuff in attack mode and attack and honest crane him. I cannot. He composed my monster. Well, he wing blast my monster, and then I just couldn't swing enough for enough damage. He kept necroing me. Like, that's what the deck does. This is a really good deck, and that's why I side now. My side deck. Now I'm gonna go to extra deck. Show you guys my extra. Papilloperative. I was not playing him at first, but now I am. Excuse me for the shaking. I was just readjusting. I was playing him. I was playing Constellar Omega, which I switched out because honestly, I never made Constellar Omega. Like I said, I never made it, and this right here can basically steal you wins. I'll explain this later once I get through the other cards. Diamond Dyer. I got a Cowboy 103. This card is really good. Ragnar Zero. If you don't know the effect, you really should know the effect of this card. It's really good. Generic rank 4. You go Ragnar Zero. My opponent was once I played like 3 gear again Norcross. He goes armor, get accelerator. So I'm like, okay, I have 2 other monsters on the build. So I just because I want to attack for more damage before I concede it. So I attacked, killed the armor, attacked him direct, and then I overlaid, made Ragnar Zero. He searched for Blaze the Accelerator. So he summoned the Accelerator, I blew it up immediately. He exits on me, but I already had 2 Bujin Carnations in my hand, so it really didn't matter. So I won. Nevertheless, I won, but Ragnar Zero just put me in an even better position because I think the second Bujin Carnation I drew off of the Ragnar Zero blowing his monster up. Ragnar Zero is really good, and it says destroy a monster with higher than its regular attack. It's not the correct thing. We have higher than its original attack, and if you do, you draw a card, which is really good, and you can do it during either player's turn. Berserker Rhapsody. This is another really good card. Excuse me, y'all, for the shaking. Um, Berserker Rhapsody is really good. It's DD Crow and armor on essentially. You can equip it to exceeds. Don't get that confused, because I've seen people try to equip that to monster. I'm like, no, it equips to exceeds, and you can do its effect twice per turn. So when you're playing Dragoon, I did this to Hovenzu. When you're playing like any kind of ruler deck or anything, you can remove their dragons, and then you force their effects, and they lose the dragon. So they don't have burial; they basically lose because they need the dragon rulers engraved. So you just force the dragon rulers, and then you equip this to succeed, and then you attack over a bunch of damage. And I'm trying to get the combo out where I can make this and then make Heartland and attack with Heartland direct for 32. But I haven't done it yet. I'm almost there. I almost got it. Trying to cross your fingers. I'm trying to do it. But Berserker Rhapsody is a really good card. Heartland Draco is another good card to win you games. When you get your opponent's life. That's another thing about bujins. You do a lot of damage to your opponent. So going Heartland Draco, going Tinky, they can't target this for attack, and then this just becomes a problem for them because they're gonna have to 101 it or something else, because they don't really care about attacking direct, because then if they can't kill you, you essentially win, because 2 of these is 4,000. The bujins, you're already putting 3,000 damage into your opponent with Crane and Honest and everything else you have. Just keep swinging and stuff, and Heartland just wins you the game. Sometimes you're like, I'm just going to Heartland, and I win. And they look at the back row, especially when I have the Kree face up, and I'm like, Heartland direct? And they're like, yeah, you got it. Styagent. No, it's a Star Leech. Styagent, Star Leech. Another good card. I don't really have to explain it. Tsukiyomi. I call him Suda Wuda. I play 3 of him. You have to play 3 of him. Kakasuchi is really good. I can't explain how good this card is. Milling 5 I'm not too keen on, but it's a lot of situations when you make this and I know my opponent has hands face down. I just make Kakasuchi and I'm like, attack, negate, Mago, attack again direct. You know what I'm saying? Mago, like your fire hands, I don't care. Arasuda is another good card. You don't make him a lot, yes, but he is a good card. Tiger King is really good, and Abyss Dweller. Did I forget anything? Oh yeah. The Suda Wuda. So what I would do is, say I have, if this is like, the Honest Crane is literally a game. If your opponent has one big monster, one little monster, you basically win, because you attack the big one, you drop Honest Crane, and that's the correct order. You go Honest, then Crane. You chain Crane afterwards. Your opponent will take 48 direct, because the Honest is going to cancel out their attack. The Crane is just going to double his original and let you attack. It's basically they're taking a direct 48. And if you attack a second monster, if at least 19 attack or 18, it should literally be game, because he's going to have a plus 19 on his attack once you attack the little monster. So anything lower than 1,000, they basically lose. So you go Papilloperative, switch theirs, flip their little attack, armor, hand, whatever it be, you switch it to attack mode. Then you attack the strong monster, then just attack the weaker monster, and you basically win the game. And that's why I like these two together. That's why I play this now over the Omega, because I felt like Omega really didn't do anything. It helped itself. I summoned Omega in the 5 back row. I try to protect it. It'll just get trap, trick, trap hole, and that's all Omega did. That's everything. I'm sitting over there. All right, guys. That's everything. Thanks for watching my deck profile. All right, later.